Do you know what slightly annoys me out of all of this? I mean, we hear you singing there and you've got this incredible voice. You, like, every one of those judges instantly sort of sat up the second you started to sing, and yet we're talking about something else with you.
Yes.
And this sort of the surgeries and how you feel about yourself. Where do you think you're at the minute, Christopher? How do you feel within your own skin?
I mean, I had surgery about 4 weeks ago.
What was that?
I had a hair transplant, upper eyelid surgery, another nose job, my teeth done, and some Botox. But I had it all in like 5 days, so it was quite drastic. But I feel great at the minute, because as we talked about it last time. But it's just sort of, I've been writing my autobiography for the last 3 months, and delving back and looking at pictures and stuff like that from past, it's sort of give me quite low self-esteem. And then obviously the trolls started again. And then out of the negative, though, like, that you get thousands and thousands of positive, but out of, like, one negative, that stays with you, or, you know, the negative that you get.
You know, I have to ask the obvious question, why are you reading them? Why don't you then come off it? I mean, if it's so bad that it's forcing you to do that to yourself, put yourself through that pain, really.
Yeah,
I connect.
I can't, because I connect with my fans, and that's my job. You know, with social media. I mean, before, I worked in a call centre, you know, I come from a council estate, and I was catapulted into, you know, the biggest show on TV, and you sort of analyse yourself, and it was since the X Factor, and then I had, obviously, the breakdown, and it sort of stemmed from there, really.
Yeah.
So was there a sense for you that you're not good enough? You're just not good enough as you are?
I didn't conform. I mean, when I was on the X Factor, I can't look at any kind of VTs. I mean, that was on, I couldn't look at it or any...
Even after all these years?
Yeah, anything. I mean, I was on Celebrity Big Brother. I can't even watch anything like that. You know?
I'm on this show. I don't look like a TV dolly bird. I get... You know, and I do shows like Question Time and stuff like that where they don't like people like me being on. I get trolled. I get told I look like a horse. I get told I've got big teeth. But I'm not rushing off and having surgery and getting a big set of white gnashes that are all even. And I understand that you might not want to look at yourself in the mirror for a long time, but can't you see that you are someone who's achieved an awful lot. You've got a tremendous talent. How do you start to rebuild that confidence that more people like you than think you're a bit of a weirdo?
Thanks. No,
But you know what I mean? It's a sense of value, isn't it? Where's your sense of value for yourself?
It's... I like I've got to say, I do like the feeling of when I've had the surgery and how it makes me feel afterwards.
Yeah.
So, no, that's you know, it picks me up a little bit.
Because
that's a drastic way to get a pick-up.
Like
Yeah, but it's not... No, but it's... I mean, it's not that I take it lightly. I mean, anyone that gets plastic surgery, you know, don't take it lightly. Think about it, you know, think about what you're doing before you jump into doing it. I mean, it took me a long time to think about what I wanted to do, but it's sort of... Now, it's sort of... I quite like it.
But then it's the danger of it becoming an addiction, isn't it?
Yes,
so that's kind of...
yeah.
Have you ever had any form of counselling?
Well, I did a show on Channel 5. It hasn't had a transmission date yet. In therapy with like yourself.
That,
So she's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I did that in November, so I'm just waiting for a transmission date. But it did help. But I think I needed a little bit more afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, you talk about just not feeling comfortable at all. We've got a mirror here now. Are you able to stand in front of it and tell us what you see? Because I'm looking at something very, very different, clearly.
Yeah, me too.
Are you happy to do that? No, but it's actually interesting that you're uncomfortable even at that conversation, because it's something we all have to do every day, don't we? You know, you're brushing your teeth and you're looking in the mirror. As I say, we've got it here, Christopher. I'm just intrigued how you see yourself, because there's clearly another issue here, because you're this gorgeous bloke. You really are. Look at him. I mean, he's just...
I don't know. I'm not... maybe not.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you to go over there, Christopher? Yeah, if you step over there and just sort of explain to us how you feel when you have to look... It's a simple thing to do, obviously, to look in a mirror. We all have to do it every day, but if you just take that off... And so, are you uncomfortable about? What are you thinking?
You can't
is that it?
Christopher, can you not even stand there for a minute?
Not really, no, not that, no.
No,
Is it tolerable to even look?
you're shaking.
I know.
Completely shaking, darling.
Really? Well, look, sit back down. I'm not
Yeah,
going to make you
thanks.
uncomfortable, of course not. But it's just that
I can tell you what, you know, I'm not, like, happy with... I mean, obviously, I'd like my hair a little bit more thicker because when I was on the X Factor, I got stress-induced hair loss, and that I lost a lot of hair through that. So it's restoring it back to the way it used to be before the show.
Well, look, can we tell you something? We truly mean this. You are seeing something completely different to what we are. You look like this gorgeous young man that doesn't need any more surgery as far as I'm concerned. Can you make us a promise that you at least talk to someone better qualified than me, clearly, talking to... But I want you to almost fix that problem before you go onto the knife again, because you just don't need it, Christopher.
OK.
You don't need it. Will you promise us
Yes,
that?
I promise, yeah.
But this isn't just like an empty promise. We're going to follow up on this.
Oh, really?
You don't get away with it that
Right,
easily.
OK.
Yeah, we're going to be here, but we just think the corner almost could be turned today for you because you've got everything.
Thank you.
And don't listen to the nonsense online.
Listen
we all
to your
get
old
it.
dancing.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to go at you.
We're all here to help you. Yeah.